NAIOP began in 1967 as a commercial real estate development association. The Houston chapter, however, was founded in 1987, the focus being on building camaraderie amongst brokers and developers. Today, the Houston chapter continues to flourish. It's the foremost association for real estate professionals in Houston, providing opportunities for networking, educational programs, career and professional development, political and legislative advocacy, and industry research. Its reputation for bringing together the community's top real estate professionals continues to grow.
I got my start in 1973. I met a man named Steve Montgomery, and he called me one day and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Wishing I had another job." And he said, "Well, why don't you come over because I may have one for you." And at the time, I wasn't really sure what a real estate brokerage company did. So he hired me, and they were just beginning to market the new Pennzoil Place building, and I got assigned to that. And over the next decade, Gerald Hines built 3 more million-plus buildings, and I had the privilege of working on all of those. So I'll call it luck, but I took advantage of the luck I had.
And when I got out of the Navy, I went into the technical recruiting business. And a friend of mine by the name of Rod Berry and I were talking one day about what we were going to do with the rest of our lives. And he said that he was getting out of the business, that he was going to go into real estate. And I said, "You going to go sell houses?" And he said, "No, I'm going to go into commercial real estate." And I said, "What's commercial real estate?" Technologically, everything has changed, but the business has not changed at all. It's still a relationship business. The salesman sitting in front of the client, making sure that he's communicating effectively and creating that relationship going forward. Have I liked it? Been doing it for 50 years. Yeah, I've liked it a lot. No, I'm one of those lucky people that I'm just exactly where I should be. And for me to have spent my life doing this was an amazing opportunity.
I was born and raised in Montclair, New Jersey, where both Clyde Cushman, my grandfather, and Bernard Wakefield, my great uncle, lived. Cushman and Wakefield was formed in New York City, where I worked for 6.5 years prior to coming to Houston in 1971 to open up the Houston office for Cushman and Wakefield. And I've never looked back.
When I graduated from the University of Houston, I had plans to be a marine biologist, an oceanographer, and I discovered there were no jobs in that industry in 1973. So I spoke to my dad, who was in sales, and he said, "It took you 4 years to figure that out." And he advised me to go into either insurance or real estate, and I just by accident ended up in the real estate business. I've done different kinds of deals and transactions in my career, but you know what really stands out are the people I got to work with. I mean, that's what mattered the most, the relationships, the Tommy Jamales of the world, or the Fred Parrows of the world, the people who were men and women of character and integrity, and you enjoyed working with them, accomplishing great things for their companies. It's the relationships that really energize you every day to get up and do your best.
This hasn't changed from 1973 when I got in the business. A young person coming in should look for a mentor and find someone who's experienced and who's willing to share that experience.
But in turn, you need to be a total sponge, learning from everything and everybody around you. Every day is a learning experience, and I've often said it's kind of scary to think what you did not know yesterday.
If you're going to be in the business, in the industrial business, the office business, or in the land business, you really need to be part of a nationwide organization.
NAIOP as an organization has really built careers for the brokerage business. I mean, their recognition and celebration at their awards every year for Broker of the Year, for Deal of the Year, and that's important for the community because it brings the development community and the brokerage community together. They've done a great job of fostering those relationships, of building bridges that span time, and NAIOP's just been a tremendous organization and a tremendous asset for the real estate community.
NAIOP itself provides probably the best networking opportunity for commercial real estate practitioners. And I put it that way because there are brokers, there are investors, there are property managers, and this organization does a really good job of bringing all of those disciplines together.
I think success is determined by the people you work with, by the teams you create, by the careers you enhance. To me, it's about building something that's bigger and sustainable long after we've left the business. That's what really success is about. It's about who we get to work with every day, what we get to accomplish, and we're just very fortunate and blessed to be in this business in the first place.